Hi everyone, today I've decided to do this cute little bug. This is from World of Flowers. I haven't been in my World of Flowers book for quite some time, so I thought it was about time I had a go. Just finding a book to put underneath. It's quite near the back of the book. I haven't got much to lean on. So I've got my Staedtler Ergosofts today because I thought they would be rather good for this smaller detailed page. So I'm going to make a start on the flowers, I think, and work from there. The centre of the flowers I'm going to do in my darkest purple. This is number 6. We're quite far away from the camera. I think I will zoom you in a little if it allows me. There we go. That's better. So this is the one that looks to me to be most in focus. So we'll do this one. So what I want to do is to make it darker at the bottom, like this. So I'm layering up the purple and then lighter towards the top of this piece like that. I'm going to do the same on this one, but it's just not in focus, is it? There we go. I think it needs to be more in the centre of the shot to be in focus. So I'm doing the same thing, trying to put some more layers near the bottom and less at the top. I just think it makes it look better. And I'm just going to do all of them, even though I'm not going to colour this whole bug in right now, because it's quite big. Just making sure the book that I've got underneath travels with me. That could be a bit tricky. I can hear a delivery van outside. I'm sure I hear about 10 a day, but I don't think I'm expecting a delivery today, but you just never know, do you? Well, maybe you do. And I think as someone who does art, colouring, I order a lot of things. I'm sure everybody does, but actually my husband orders more than I do, so it goes out of focus, doesn't it, when I let go of the page, which isn't very nice. Right, the flowers. Now we've got a little rim around the edge of each flower, and I thought I would do that in a slightly darker colour. So I'm going to do that in 61, which is the darker pink colour, and then I'm going to do a lighter pink for the rest of the flower. I'm actually going to bring that into shot and just do it all to show you. So this is going to be quite a hard, solid, I should say, not hard layer. So I don't want to shade at all. Now I had thought that maybe I could finish this bit off in a little bit of sparkle glitter pen or metallic pen or something, but I decided against it because every single glitter pen that I've used, the glitter comes off a little bit, and that's okay, but I haven't done the facing page to this yet, and I don't really want it to have glitter on it before I sort of start to colour it. So I think I'm going to leave it, and then once I've coloured the facing page, I'll decide whether I want to put glitter there or not. I probably won't. Once I finish a page, I don't tend to then go back and fiddle with it. I've done that once or twice, but usually I like, even if I'm not happy with it, particularly looking back, if you look back at an old picture that you've done, you will find that that you've changed. The way you colour has changed. Your sort of taste in colour changes as well a little bit, but mainly you might think, well, look, I could have shaded that a bit better, look, I can go over it right now and make it look better. But actually I like to look at my old pictures and go back and see how I've improved, so I don't mind looking at them and thinking, oh, that could have been better, because that's okay. It shows that I'm learning and I'm growing. So that's why I do my comparison videos between my first and second copy of a particular book. I'll be doing, I've done Secret Garden, because I've done 2 versions of that, and I've done Enchanted Forest. Sorry, I'm having to think there. It's hard work thinking. And I am getting close to finishing my second copy of Magical Jungle. It's possible that I might get it done by the end of the year. I also haven't got many pages left in my Johanna's Christmas, my second copy. So I suspect I'll finish that one at Christmas, although there are an awful lot of Christmassy planner pages. I think there's 5, which is quite a lot to do. So that might, but I might have some quick cheaty ideas for some of those, especially if they're pages that I've got to do in my book as well, because it'll be a bit much doing the same page. I've also got a really delightful Rita Berman book, and it's got a lot of Christmas scenes in which I would also want to be doing. Sorry for that horrible blur. This is number 20, the pink, which I'm going to be using. Now what I'm going to do for each petal is I'm going to apply more layers of pink towards the centre of the flower and less towards the edge. And I'm going to do the same on each one. Now something I have found which really lifts, well, anything really, but can work well for flowers, is a bit of white pen. So if you've got a white gel pen, then sometimes doing a few dots or lines on a flower can really help it look prettier. So it's something worth considering when you're working anywhere in World of Flowers, really. I also have a yellow Posca pen which I use quite a bit for flower centres and things, which to apply little dots and then put white dots as well. I find that's quite pretty. So it's worth playing around with dots of colour on top of your pencil. Even if you're using a fine liner or a sort of felt tip or marker, if it's darker than the colour of pencil you've used, it will show up. Obviously if you try to put yellow, say, on top of that purple, it's not going to work, you're not going to see it. But most of the time it will show up. And if you use a paint pen, as I say, like a Posca, there are other brands available too. I know that I've got one here by a different company. Derwent. I've got a Derwent one. I wasn't terribly impressed, to be honest. It was very watery. I couldn't seem to get it to work very well. I don't know if I did something wrong. But anyway, there are other brands. I'm pretty sure Arteza do some, which might be good. And Castle might. I'm not sure. Anyway, there are cheaper brands which might be very good. It's sometimes good to try a cheaper one if you haven't got the budget, because Poscas can be quite expensive. I can buy them open stock, i.e. just one. I think I can get them from my local art shop and also from Jackson's Art, which is near to me. It's car drive away. My local art shop is a walk away, which is nice. So it's actually a really pleasant walk along the canal path too, and up a little lane to the art shop. It's lovely. But I know not everyone walks everywhere, but I don't drive, I don't have a car. I can drive, I don't like driving. My husband has, we've only ever had one car. My husband used it for work, and he's now in work every day, which is taking some getting used to, because he'd been at home for so long. But he's in work every day, so anyway, I haven't got a car, so I have to walk. And we purposely bought a house which was walking distance from our town centre, so it's a very pleasant walk. It's about a mile, so it doesn't take long. And we were very lucky in that we were very close to a very good primary school, which we didn't know about when we bought the house, because we didn't think about children and schools. I'm going to use number 52 for the leaves. I'm not going to show you all the leaves, I'll be here all day, but I'll show you a few. I'm just going to use my normal technique of going a little bit harder near the plant and tapering off the colour towards the tip of the leaf. And the same here, but where they overlap, doing a darker area there. So we've had a good primary school and a good secondary school, so we actually did very, very well. And actually the houses in our road were the turnover sales wise was extremely quick, which we didn't realise. We were very lucky. I'm just going to do that particular one, and let's zoom in a little. And I'm going to do the tips using number 50. Oops. So yes, we will, when we look around this house, the people selling had found a place, but their buyers had dropped out, so they were desperate to sell. So we looked round and we both realised it was perfect for us. This was back in 2000 or 2001, and maybe 2001, and so we decided we wanted it, but my husband wanted to put an offer in right away, but I stopped him. I said, look, let's sleep on it. But he just put an offer in for the asking price. We could have probably talked them down to a bit less, but you know, it didn't. We got it, and that was the main thing. Okay, so we've got this head part to do, and we've got the body. Now what I'm going to do for the body is I'm going to use the light purple colour, the sort of lilac, I suppose, number 62. And what I'm going to try and do is make it a bit darker on the edge here by adding some more layers, and then less as we go in towards the centre of the bug. Okay, like that. Do the same on the whole, all of it, like this. And so we're getting less now. I'm just trying to work out what that is. I think that's a leaf, so we're not going to colour that. That's also a leaf, which I haven't done. So that's quite light in there. You see, and quite light in the centre there. Yeah, so it's darker here because it's quite a light colour. We don't get much room to graduate our colour, so we have to make it really light in the middle. Yeah, so just add layers on that edge there. Now, whoops, now we've got this head part. Now I'm going to do the main background in this same colour, so I'm thinking that's here. And probably here. I don't know why I'm thinking there's a break there between those bits. And here, and then less as we go here. Like that. Oops, and a little bit in there. Okay. So that's how I'm going to do the background, and we've got this leaf detail, and I'm actually going to do them the same colour as these. I'm looking at everything we've got here. We've got these sort of antennae, and I'm just going to do them all in the same green. I'm going to keep it very limited. I really like this combo here. I think it's really pretty. So that's how I'm going to do it. And yeah, I don't know if there's much more to show you really that's any different. So I'll just keep colouring, and what I'll do is, rather than boring you wittering on and seeing me colour the same technique over and over, I will stop the video, finish the bug, and put a picture up for you. I think it's nice to show you it finished, isn't it, at the end? So I'm just trying to work out what's going on here leaf wise. I think we've got a leaf there, but I don't know what that is. I'm just thinking. So that's the end of that leaf. Is that a leaf there? I'm thinking that is purple, and that's just a little thin leaf. That's how I'm going to do it. Yeah. And this is background. Anyway, I am going to go so that you don't, yeah, because look, that's quite a thin one. I think it's a thin one like that. So I'm going to go because I'm going to sneeze, and you don't want to hear me do that. So I shall pop a photo in at the end. So thank you very much for watching, and happy colouring.